Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on in the news right now with your good old boy Chuck. Yeah, Chuck the Builder, aka Dalton. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna react it. We're gonna react to some stuff because man, I gotta tell you that the internet is undefeated. And when I say undefeated, I mean I'm talking about 1,000,000 and 0. Yeah, man, I'm talking about 1,000,000 and 0. Now, I'm just chilling, man. I'm watching the stock market. I'm trying to see what's going on in the markets. And guess what? I wind up seeing something on my phone, right? I see that Chud supposedly cheddar bobbed himself, right? Excuse me. He cheddar bobbed himself. Now, we don't really know what's going on with the case, but there's not really that much information. I don't want to speculate, right? But you know, I will give some insight on kind of what's going on. Now, you know how the internet do, man. The internet is gonna turn an investigation into a whole 8 mile sequence. And now we can see what happens when people live stream stupidity. Live stream stupidity. This is why I tell people, however you react on social media, whatever you're doing, you are harming younger people. You are poisoning the minds of younger people because they gonna think that that's cool, and they gonna think that they gonna be able to get away with some of the same things that you get away with, right? That's how life works. So I've always said that, you know, Chud is doing more harm than good trying to prove a point that don't need to be proven, right? Black people, our ancestors has went through a lot for you to sit around and play games like that. And like I say, you know, black people don't go around antagonizing other races because what we realize what our ancestors went through, we don't want other people to go through the same thing. Like, we understand that, right? Now, here is a video, you know, that I found on Twitter, and we're going to go into it. But first, let's see what they saying about this. So, what allegedly happened, multiple outlets report there was a shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville on May 13th, 2026, right? Which is today. That's today, right? Yeah, this had to happen. So I'm finding out with y'all. You know, I'm just keeping y'all updated, and I'm going to go over some things. Reports say Chud allegedly shot another man during an altercation and also grazed or accidentally shot himself in the arm during the incident. So it sounds like Chud may accidentally shot himself, right? He's a cheddar bob. That's what reports are saying. The reports are, it's basically saying that you know, he's trying out for the next 8 Mile movie, right? Or he's trying out for the new version. There's a new 8 Mile coming up, and he is performing to be in Cheddar Bob's place. All right. According to early witness and transcript reports, the other person was reportedly struck in the stomach and transported for medical treatment. Hopefully, everybody survives this incident. Nobody gets hurt, right? For YouTube purposes. Chud was reportedly taken into custody and transported by ambulance after the incident. So we know that Chud is still alive. We don't know about the other person that's involved. All right. As of right now, there does not appear to be publicly released footage of the actual shooting itself. Now, I want you guys to think in y'all mind, and if you can right now, whether you on live or whether you watch it later, I want you to comment down what you think happened, right? If you know what happened, then just say, this is what happened, right? Because we all figuring this out at the same time. A live stream transcript audio from after the shooting where Chud is speaking to officers and medics while injured. Photo video clips of him being loaded into an ambulance on a stretcher. Social media reposts claiming the incident happened during or around streaming activity, but no confirmed public video of the exact gunfire has surfaced. So, according to the reported transcript, Chud claimed a man confronted him after people were laughing and pointing at him. I mean, you should expect that. You know, when you do goofy things on camera and you're known by millions of people, you can expect people to give you some sort of attention. And they're probably going to give you negative attention if you're putting out negative energy. You see how that works? He allegedly said the man threatened and struck him first. That doesn't sound quite about right. The ongoing situations that we've observed from Chuck, it sounds like some stuff is missing, right? He claimed he fired in self-defense. All right, we're gonna hold it to that. This comes only days after Chud was reportedly arrested in Nashville. Right, he just got arrested the other day. I saw that. All right, so let's get into this clip. Make sure this volume is loud. I know my last live stream, it was hard to hear what I was reacting to. But yeah, let's get into this video.
They were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me. Sitting on the corner. I walked up to them because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They got.
All right, now I want to replay that because something don't sound right. Something does not sound right about that because that's not how his interactions go. We've seen him do this dozens and dozens and dozens of times. You know, over and over and over again, we done seen him have the same interaction with people. So let's pay closer before we finish the rest of this. This video is probably only 1 minute and 11 seconds. We have 35 seconds into it. I'm gonna rewind it, but I'm gonna play the whole thing for y'all.
Sitting on the corner. I walked up to them because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?"
So he's saying that a group of guys was laughing and pointing at him, right? Well, first of all, a lot of people see you as a goofy character and you have a lot of followers. So that makes sense. That makes sense why people will be pointing and laughing. But like a male Karen or a colonial, you want to go get involved with other people. Other people is minding their business, pointing and laughing or doing whatever. Nobody said nothing negative to you. They laughing. They pointing, which makes sense. And all of a sudden, you go over there to them and you ask, do you like the suit? Does that sound like Chud? Or did he go over there, you know, with his normal antics? Right? Went over there with his normal antics. Well, we don't know what happened. Somebody say clearly self-defense, he will walk. We don't know. We don't know what happened. But based off what he normally does on a consistent basis, when he's antagonizing people, it's going to be hard to claim that in court. It's going to be hard to claim self-defense in court when you're antagonizing somebody. So did he go over there and antagonize him? Or did he just go over there and say, hey, you guys like my suit? I mean, what do you believe? They're going to play all his streams in court. Yeah, they're going to play all his streams in court. And the jury not going to like that. A lot of people don't realize it, that there is a lot of white people that are not racist, or at least don't show it. So you got a jury and they seeing what he doing, and a lot of racist people don't even like what he do. So it's going to be really hard. It's going to be hard, but we going to stay updated on this.
He said, walk away from me. I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in. He said, you start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm going to hit you. He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I...
See, that don't make sense. That don't sound like Chud normal interactions. Let's be honest, regardless of whether you think he's going to be in self-defense or not, does that sound like a normal Chud reaction? But he did, what did he say? He said that what Chud probably should have did was got a lawyer right away. That would have been the smartest thing on his part. But he's already talking. He said the dude said walk away, which means I'm trying to cause a division between us. Walk away. Why are you coming over here to me? We don't know exactly what happened. We only got Chud's story. The other guy, we don't know. I don't know if he's, y'all can check this out if y'all want, but we don't know if he's still alive. We don't know, you know what I'm saying, what he gonna say. We don't know what witnesses are gonna say. And we don't know if there was some sort of recording happening during this time. Those are the things that we don't know. Yeah, talking without a lawyer. Not bright at all. Not bright at all. True triple two.
I had to defend myself by shooting him.
Pay attention to how much of so much stuff is missing.
He said, walk away from me. I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in. He said, you start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm going to hit you. He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
That man said he wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have. He said, walk away from me. I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in. He said, you start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm going to hit you. He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have everything.
What weapon is that, bro? I believe that's it. Is that yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talking to him right now. Oh, no, you guys are going to do your thing. Okay. He has a graze. I call it a graze to the left arm. He has slight abrasion right here on his head. Maybe some scrapes. Slight lightheadedness.
If I heard correctly, it seems like he has, you know, bumps and bruises on him. Because he said he got scrapes on his head. So far, we don't know if he was grazed on the leg, right, or the arm, or somewhere on the body. He was grazed, right? That's what. But he also got the foo-fops put on him. He got the boop boop bink bink, mink mop. He got the paws put on him, right?
By the grace of God.
Lower it just a little.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go. Sorry about the bumps.
Bye.
It's kind of weird.
All right, it was hard to hit arrest. Let's check out this other video. Now, this is an actual video. We're going to see him on the stretcher, I believe. All right. And let me stop for a second, right? Before we get into this next one, we're going to actually see him on the stretcher and what was being said. I haven't checked this video out. I saw like a glimpse of it, but I don't know what was said in it, but we're going to check it out. But what I want to know is, regardless of the outcome, will Chud have a financial backing from the white, racist, colonial community? Because we've seen this happen over and over and over and over again. Racist people do something in public, right? And they wind up getting 100,000 off of it. Now, also, I want to know, will black folks support the man with the right legal, the other man who got shot? Will he get support, right? You know, with the right legal system to help him defend himself? If so, drop in the comment section right now. Would you support him if he's in the right? I think I would support him if he was in the right or the wrong, right? Matter of fact, hit the like button if you want me to start a GoFundMe for whoever the individual is, long as he is not a bad person. If he's not a bad person, long as he don't have no criminal background of doing some crazy stuff, would you support him? Because people like this, we need them off the street. And not only if you a white racist person, if you a black racist person, any kind of racist person do not need to be walking the streets, you know, being a negative person towards people. It's not a cool thing. I don't think it's legal to bring a pocket rocket to court. Hey, True, you talking some truth, man. I see why your name True. And that's an interesting point. Did he go in the courtroom with it on him? I mean, you got to be exclusive to do that. I remember in my 20s, in my younger days, when I used to get in trouble and I used to go to court, you couldn't bring that in court at all, right? So was he just walking around in a parking lot with it? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That is crazy. Now let's check out this other video. But I'm hit the like button. I started GoFundMe, and because I'm ready to donate to his legal system already. And I don't even know what the situation is, but based off the pattern that we've seen when it come down to Chud and what he have going on, I'm willing to support the other party, and I don't care what race they may be. This could be a white person. I don't care. I'm supporting them. We need people like this off the streets. All right. So let's get into this other video. Okay, so this looked like it's just a video of him being put on a stretcher. Tell me what y'all think about this situation in the comments section. If you're just coming in, just know and understand what's going on. Chud Cheddar bobbed himself trying to shoot somebody else, allegedly in self-defense. Like I say, we don't know all the facts to this situation. Now, I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is, right? But they are saying that the alleged the black man shot by streamer Chud the Builder has been pronounced dead, according to authorities. I don't know how true that is, right? I don't want to speculate. I don't like to speculate, and I don't want to speculate. But let me see if I can share this on my screen. Well, I know I can, but let's see. All right. So apparently he got locks. The guy that this is allegedly. I don't know if this is a fact. We watching this in real time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a real trill one. I don't like posting false information. And if I do, I go back and, accept that reality. Right. So subscribe if you like real information. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all can see this on y'all screen. Just drop a 1 in the chat if you can see it. I would appreciate it. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe. All right. So apparently, allegedly, what Twitter is saying, because you know how social media is, I'm never the type of person that's going to look at something like this and just be like, oh, okay, that's the fact. So I'm not saying that this is a fact. I'm saying this is allegedly. Allegedly. Let's see what people saying in the comment section. If the black dude would have used his words like a normal person and have a conversation rather than attacking someone for a word he used to call himself and his friends, he would still have been alive and learned a little something about freedom of speech. Yeah, a lot of people are not willing to control their emotions, and a lot of people don't care about their life, right? Some people don't care about that. I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but I'm gonna say some people just don't care. You never know what people is going through. That's why you don't go around antagonizing people, right? So what this could possibly do is cause a race war. It's gonna cause a lot of drama and escalation around the world. This is not something that we need right now. We don't need this, right? There's global conflicts that we are in right now, and now we finna be doing all this. We already got enough of this black versus white type of stuff going on, and it's pointless. We should be sticking together as much as possible. But the only way we're gonna do that is by having a good heart, right? And when you in public, you always address people with respect. You don't antagonize people. Now he didn't put himself in a position to where he done lost his life. If that's true, gotta say that on the end. If that's true. So Chud defended himself against a man physically attacking him first in a stand your ground state. Am I missing something? Lock him up and throw away the key. They have hours of footage, hours with the H, of footage watching him going around saying hateful crap, instigating. When you go looking for trouble, it's not self-defense. That is true. That's why I say it depends on a lot. It depends on how a lot of this stuff is being played out. Because when you antagonize somebody and then they retaliate, you're part of the problem. In most states. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the legality, you know, the legal justifications. But what I can say, I know a lot about a lot and a little bit about everything. Same black people who are standing up for Carmelo Anthony because Austin put his hands on him will now flip flop and say you can't just shoot someone because he put hands on you. Bunch of morons. I mean, in any circumstances or a situation, if somebody put their hands on me and I got something on me that's gonna help me defend myself, I'm gonna use it whether I started it or not. But I'm not the type of person to go around starting with stuff with people. When I'm out in public, I want to enjoy myself and enjoy my surroundings. Now, if I'm getting antagonized, or, you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna have my family with me, or, you know, my kids with me or something. I'm not about to be going back and forth with somebody. I'm minding my business, leave me alone, but I'm here to protect my family if you walking up on me. In other news, looks like he will be fine. He was grazed in the stomach. So you see what I'm saying? Somebody else saying something else. Like, this is the guy. He don't have locks. Maybe he cut his locks off. See what I'm saying? This is why you never always do your research, y'all. Always do your research, because people always throwing stuff out there and you never know what the freaking truth is. You never know what the truth is. All this is real sad. Like I say, drop y'all whatever it is you can in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And do you actually believe what Chud is saying? We've seen him in dozens and dozens of situations where he's walking up on people with elevated aggression and hate speech. Now, what we do know about this Chud character and how he normally acts with people, Chud is a grifter. He antagonizes black folks for a reaction. So then he could say, in return, we're animals. You see how that works? And then if we don't do nothing and just talk back reckless, we are quote unquote chimping out. We are AKA scared. We don't believe in freedom of speech. And it's quite contradicting. What reaction are you looking for? You want me to tear your head off so the internet can eat me up? Or do you want me to be scared? Which one is it? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And what we do know about Chud is that, you know, he is a male Karen. A male Karen is not just a man who is not a real man. He's a man that complains. He whines, makes excuses. Don't be a male Karen, y'all. It's a weak look. It's a weak look. If you don't know, a male Karen has 5 traits, right? A male Karen has 5 traits. One of them is public escalation. And they got more traits than that, but public escalation, right? Everything becomes a scene, right? A performance, a confrontation, right? That's number one. The public escalation. Number 2, they looking for emotional reactivity. Instead of de-escalating what you done already started, they amplified attention, right? Because pride becomes more important than peace. Attention dependency, right? The conflict is going to become part of the identity. That's number 3. They need some validation. They need people to be on their side, even when they in the wrong. And you'll hear a lot of people on the internet, say that black people have a victim mindset, but I'm not going to say white people. I'm going to say white Karen, the white male Karen. The white male Karen is the worst has the worst victim mindset because they create a lot of victim narratives. Even when they contributing to the chaos, they frame themselves as the main target of unfair treatment. Right? It's so many of them. Now, 5. Audience addiction. The crowd becomes fuel. The camera becomes gasoline. You see what I'm saying? And things can explode and erupt. And this is why some people online compare themselves, compare certain live stream personalities to a male Karen archetype. And this is not a manly trait. It's not a manly trait to antagonize people. And I just want to help young people coming up in the world. The young people that's come up in the world know this because no matter what race you are, if you are a man, you should be leading as a prime example for what you want the young people under you to look like coming up in the world. Right? And like I've said many a times, he's doing a huge disservice to himself. Huge disservice to himself. Right? I'll play this video one more time because I see we got a couple of new folks that just came in. I'll play this video one more time and then I'm gonna head up out of here. But this is Chud the Builder is laid out on a stretcher right now in this video. And he's explaining to the cops, but there's a lot of missing pieces because we know this ain't how Chud acts in public. So listen.
He was sitting on the corner. I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said.
He walked up on them, and they pointing and laughing at him, and then he walks up on them. So they pointing at Chud. Chud walks up on him and say, "Hey, how y'all doing? Do you like the suit?" Does that sound like Chud? Come on now. And if you was gonna walk up on them and say that after they was, I get it. They pointing at you, so you looking for something to say, like, y'all like my suit? That's why y'all pointing at me? No, we laughing at you because you're a male Karen and you have millions, you all over YouTube. People gonna recognize you. Most people who walk around and have a lot of influence or popular, people are going to say something. But a lot of people ain't surrounding you in good faith because you put out a lot of bad energy. So you're going to get a lot of bad energy back. I'm Master Quincy. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. We'll see what's popping later on or maybe tomorrow. We will have a trading tomorrow. I may do a trading live stream. So if anybody interested in, you know, learning about quick trading and learning about stock, that's my bread and butter. You know, I've helped so many people in being better. One of my students made 20,000 in a day a couple of weeks ago. A couple of months ago, I had another student that made 20,000 in a couple of hours. So we doing some big things. So get up with me. I'm Master Quincy. That's Quincy with an E, not an I, on all platforms. Appreciate y'all. Master Quincy, and I'm up out of here.